there's a lot of buzz about the 4-day work week happening. And I don't know that people actually want the 4-day work week. I think what they want more than anything, and maybe even part of the 4-day work week, is flexibility. What do you think?
I mean, what does that mean? Like, I don't want to work on Friday. What does flexibility mean if not having a day to do whatever I want?
So that's a good point. And I definitely think that if you do it right, having the extra day works. Actually, a lot of companies that have instituted 4-day work weeks, like Buffer, have written about it for a long time. Um, what they found is that people feel a lot of pressure. Like they have to squeeze everything into the 4 days. And a lot of times, like if you have a sick kid or if you have something like a pipe burst in your house, all of a sudden that's undue pressure. And what people actually want is just the ability to do the work when and where, honestly, they do their best work. And so I think that is more of what people want. Maybe they want the 4-day work week, but without the pressure.
So
Okay.
that sounds cool. But what I worry about is like, let's say I'm working in that way and you're working in that way, but I need your help on something. So no one's working at the same time. So I can't get anything done and everything takes a day longer than it should. Like, how do you get around that?
Hot take, you need to have some overlap with your coworkers. And there are lots of companies that are totally remote that have no overlap and figure it out. But I think that what you're just mentioned about the having to wait an extra day, some of that can be mitigated by making everything self-service, right? Like GitHub is a good example of that. They have a guide for literally everything. Like you can do anything supposedly at GitHub without needing another human to assist you. But realistically, you probably need some overlap. What do you think?
Well, so wait a minute. You're saying the way to make flexible work is to have periods of inflexible work where we're all going to be online at the same time?
I think unless you truly invest in the processes, tooling, and culture that is makes work asynchronous, which is really hard. It's not like the natural way that people are used to working. Um, Certainly, I think that is a big part of how work will be in the future. But it does take a lot of upfront work to set it up. So maybe in the meantime, in this like period of transition, we have some inflexibility for the sake of ultimate
All right.
flexibility.